Everybody, we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, award-winning TV and media personality, actor, singer, model, celebrity hairstylist, and image consultant, Daniel DiCriscio. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hi, you guys. Hey, everybody.
Let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Get the fuck off this show. I'm the only one here that's supposed to look good, you gorgeous, sexy, outrageously beautiful man. Get off the show. I'm going to vomit. With that gorgeous hair, I'm going to chop it off if ever I meet you. I want hair like that. And look at you with the shirt open so a little nipple shows every now and then. Excuse me.
There you go. You can show it.
Look at him. Oh, my
First of all,
God, he's disgraceful.
We have to wait. We have to introduce him to everything. But I believe you're friends with Frenchie, aren't you?
Oh, my God, Frenchie.
Next question.
Are you in her music video? Because she's been on the show.
I think I saw you in her music video.
Yes, I was in
I love Frenchie.
We love Frenchie. She's so crazy that she's just...
naked. It's like I want to get naked.
Yes. She's totally deranged, and I love her.
She's wild.
I love Frenchie.
Before the show, I was talking to Chad, and Chad's like, I think I recognize that guy from Frenchie's video. And I was like, oh, I bet you're right. So that's why I had to ask you. But let's introduce you to Chad. He's our man behind the boards in Florida. Chad, say hi.
Daniel, welcome to the show, sir. Good to have you.
Hi, Chad. Nice to hear you. Nice to see you. I don't even see you, but nice to hear you.
See him. You can only hear him.
You can hear him.
You hear him and you see us. Then we have a chat room full of people. Right now we have Canada, England, Estonia, Germany, the United States, Australia. Also, say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody. Hey, hola. Buongiorno. Everything.
Now let the games begin.
Uh-oh.
Let the games begin. Bring them on, baby.
Now, you tell me, what is it like to go anywhere and have men and women hitting on you constantly?
Well, you should know, but no.
Yeah, he gets hit on everywhere.
Yeah, in my day, but I forgot. That was 30 years ago. It don't work anymore.
No, I think it's great. I like everyone hitting on me. I don't care who it is, just as long as you hit on me. You know, I don't care who you are.
I asked Tony Curtis, because I knew Tony well, the actor, and I said, Tony, what's the story? Are you gay or straight? He said, no, I'm not gay. He said, I just have sex with everybody.
Exactly. I'm just horny. That's it. I'm just horny.
That's what he said. He said, I love sex, and I don't care who it's with.
Well,
men or women.
Okay.
He was not gay. He loved women. I mean, God, he banged everybody in Hollywood, even Marilyn Monroe. So, Tony was not a gay guy. But he didn't care.
I think there's labels with the labels, there's no labeling. It's just you are what you are. One day you want chocolate ice cream, one day you want vanilla, one day you want, strawberry.
I feel that way. Do you have somebody special in your life?
Yeah, I have a few. No.
I mean, like, she's a bitch. I love her. Now, listen.
I'm sexual. Buy me something, all right? I'm sexual.
Now, what's your type in a girl?
Oh, over-the-top blondes, big boobs.
And what's your type in a boy, a man?
Over-the-top blondes with big boobs.
First of all,
I want to punch his teeth.
We
out.
have to
look at his teeth. If I had a hammer, I'd knock all those teeth out of your mouth. I mean, look at those teeth. Where did you get those teeth? How much did they? And what did they cost?
No, they're mine. I never did anything to my teeth.
He just takes.
You were born with those teeth?
Yeah. My second teeth. Yeah. You get the baby teeth, and then these come in, but. No, seriously. Swear my mother's urn. I'm not kidding.
No, why is God so cruel? He made you so gorgeous and others so ugly. I mean, really. I mean, you're so fucking outrageous.
Everybody in the chat room saying they all want your hair. The girls and the guys, everybody.
I want his hair. I could grow hair like that, except I would look like I was Tales from the Crypt, like I just crawled out of a coffin and my hair was growing. When you die, your nails and your hair grow. That's what I would look like. I mean, I'm too old. But if I were your age, I would have my hair like that.
So wait, we have to do some bragging on you first of all, because
bragging? We've done it.
No.
Next guest.
No, that's on his looks, but we have to talk about because.
But wait a minute, I have to ask him the most important question.
Okay.
God gave you everything, but I bet He gave you a 2-inch penis.
I knew you were going to say that. No, I have a huge one. Actually, Marty Ingalls asked to see it one time. He's like,
Marty. Oh, I knew Marty. Marty was crazy. Marty Ingalls was fabulous. He stripped almost naked at Shirley Winter's birthday party at our table because somebody admired his T-shirt, and then they said, "We like your pants too." And he began to disrobe, and his wife just sat there looking at me and looking at him and looking at Shirley.
That's what Shirley Jones did to me when he asked about my cock. He's like, "How big's your cock?" When you say it, I was like, and she's looking at him like, going, "Well."
Oh, God even gave you a big dick. I mean, that's not fair. You got it all.
Big hair. I'm ready.
So wait, because we got to do it, because he's got some really amazing credits of things that he's done.
I found out what everybody wanted to know.
Okay,
Does this gorgeous, hot, sexy guy have a wang of death? And he does. So now he's perfect. So everybody out there, plug in the vibrators.
And follow him on Twitter at Daniel DiCriscio, DiCriscio.
And he's Italian. Ha 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 ha.
That's right, an Italian in Hollywood, right?
So here, you guys, I'm going to give away some of your credits. First of all, you've worked, because you said you like blondes with big boobs, and you've worked with all of them. So he's worked with Pamela Anderson, Anna Nicole Smith, Kato Kalin.
Yeah,
oh my God, Kato.
Faye Resnick, the Barbie twins, Stevie Nicks, and Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Stevie Nicks. Now I really hate you.
He's also been on the Ali G show,
right?
And that's Bruno. He got interviewed by Bruno.
We have to see that.
we love Bruno. Bruno is hilarious.
Him. But Steve,
I had no idea that son of a bitch was Bruno, though.
Oh.
I didn't. I swear, because everyone thinks it's put up. I had no idea. So if you watch that, I have no idea. I think he's Stefan from Germany, from Austrian MTV. So the whole time I'm talking to him, that's who I think this son of a bitch is. So.
I thought it was put on because you could see the makeup is all theatrical if you're close.
But on the Ali G show, that was before Bruno the movie and everything.
I don't care about anything. I want to hear about Stevie Nicks. Let me know. No, I adore Stevie. What is it you did with Stevie?
Best time with Stevie, I'll tell you something. Best time was we went to Moonshadows of Malibu. And it was late at night, and we went to the bar first before dinner, and we were sitting there looking at each other, and she goes, "Hold my hand," and the whole place just was like, "Whoa!" And all of a sudden, I was like, "Shit, I'm famous right now because Stevie Nicks is fucking holding my hand," you know? And then we had dinner and all, but everybody's just watching. It was great. I couldn't believe it because I still think about being from back east where I'm from Delaware. So I'm always like that. I always think about that, you know, that I'm very blessed, lucky, or whatever to be doing these things, you know? So, hey.
That's how I feel with all the celebrities that are friends of mine. You know, I've interviewed half of the world of legends of Hollywood. Yeah. If you know who I am, the great of Jane Russell, Tab Hunter, Cliff Robertson, Lauren Bacall, the list goes on and on. And most of them were my friends, and I feel blessed also to be friends with the people I saw on the screen when I was 15 and 16 years old, and I loved them. I thought they were gods and goddesses. And then, of course, when I got to know them, I found out that they scratched the grass. They burped in your face, you know, they cursed.
That's right. They get up in the morning and take a piss just like you do. So,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, Betty Davis, who everybody thought was the grand lady, she used the F word more than anybody I know. Well, Lauren Bacall was a close, you know, behind her. These broads were tough. They cursed. They didn't give a shit.
That's it, broads. You got it, broads.
They're broads. They're broads. Yeah. So now what do you aspire to be besides a kept man?
Oh, my God.
And don't tell me there's no sugar daddy somewhere for you, honey bun. You could
sugar
call
mommy
or either sugar babies because you could call
sugar MILF.
You could call the price. You are better looking and far sexier than that other guy that was on all the magazines with the long hair.
Say the F word. The F word?
No. What's his name?
No. Never. He's talking about what's
Fabio.
the guy and Fabio. No,
Fabio.
Never Fabio. No. We actually had that gigolos that
Wait. You're sexier and better looking than Fabio.
Yeah.
And Fabio was on all the magazines, the drawings of him, and sexy.
Well, we also had the
gorgeous.
We had a bunch of the guys from that Gigolos show on A&E or whatever on, and like you're way better looking than all those gigolos. And that guy said he gets $8,000 a weekend.
Right. So I mean,
Chippendale before for a little bit.
So
he was a Chippendale for a little bit. He said.
Of course he was.
Hold on. I was
also an exotic dancer. Yeah, I was at Fairchild Nursing Home.
Wait, he was because you're also friends with a bunch of our New York friends because we just moved here in February.
And I miss my New York.
And we're good friends. Yeah, and so Vamp Bikers Trade because Eric Revis, and we went to all his parties, and Michael Musto's in the movie with him.
Oh,
and we hung out with all those
you're
people.
In Michael's movie now?
It's not Michael's movie. It's Eric's movie.
Eric's movie. Then you have to know Randy also, Randy Jones.
I know everybody. The cowboy, of course I do. He grabbed my crotch on the red carpet, and I was like, oh my God. He's like grabbing my package, So
that's all of our friends back east. Oh yeah, Randy's a wolf. I mean, we go on to parties with him. I mean, he has a lover for like 100 years, and the lover never's with him. And Randy targets these young, strappy, hot-looking guys, and these guys melt. I mean,
actually, his birthday was last weekend. We weren't there.
Right.
No, we were for his other.
We went to 3 years before that.
Yeah, we've been to a couple of his birthdays, and we were sitting there drinking vodka, and I don't drink well. I have one little drink, and I'm dizzy.
That's me, same way.
And I'm easy. That's you too.
Yeah.
So now I'm telling everybody. Take him to a bar. One drink, he's yours. That's me.
Cheap
one
date.
drink. Cheap. I'm cheap. I become a low down slut with one drink. I mean, things I won't do sober. I do everything drunk.
So wait a sec. I want to do a little more bragging, and I want to talk about some stuff real quick. So
Okay.
first of all, you guys, on Daniel's bio, and a lot of you, if you're younger, if you're in our age bracket of Ron and I, like you'll know who all this is. But he's considered the Messiah of makeover after his historical transformation of Paula Jones. You guys, Paula Jones. That was all during the Clinton sex scandal, and after the case was dismissed, he was listed in the New York Post as the winner and loser in the winner and loser list of Jones versus Clinton. Do you remember that sex scandal? It was huge. It was like the biggest thing
I wasn't born yet.
Oh, yeah. I love it, but that brought you a ton of attention because you were with her.
Wait, let me see if I could do it. Wait a minute. If I pull it a little bit. Let me see if I can.
Oh my God, he looks like me now. Look.
There you go. Actually, I could be your father. We could be father and son. Or grandfather and grandson.
But no, for Paula Jones and the Jones versus Clinton thing, that's what put me on the map. I did O.J. Simpson with Faye Rez and Kincaid and all those Star Jones people. But the thing was, when I did Paula Jones and I went to D.C. and that makeover hit, I was like international overnight. My phone was stacked the next day. I was on Extra, Geraldo, everywhere. So that did it. And then I started getting the offers. That's what happened. Bruno and all these things, and just came.
You were on the Tonight Show too, right?
Yeah, 3 times.
Well,
with Jay Leno.
It snowballs. Now tell me, when you were like 15, were you a mess, ugly and pimply and disgusting, or gorgeous? Were you gorgeous at 15 also?
People tell me I look exactly the same, but I have long hair now, so I don't know. You tell me.
So then you were cute candy.
I was just like this.
Okay. So you definitely were arm candy at 15. How many old what's the word I'm looking? Hawks,
John?
Gay hawks. In the gay
Chicken
world
hawks,
we say
chicken hawks.
Chicken hawk. That's
chicken
how many
hawks.
chickens. They used to go after you they used to go after me.
Oh God, they still do.
Yeah, well, I don't get chicken hawks anymore because they're too old. They're in wheelchairs. They're half dead.
He doesn't like them
I
old.
get the young ones. I get young guys hitting on me, and Jimmy goes crazy. I don't get the old bags. People my age or in their 60s, they're not interested. They
act
young.
like I'm not even there. If we were to go to like a gay bar and be standing there, somebody will actually walk in front of me and separate the two of us to talk to him.
Really?
I'm a piece of
Yeah.
ass for my age. I'm a piece of ass.
Daddy.
I'm the version of you at 78. So
I
when
think
you're
so.
78, you could look like me, still be hot.
It's like
I
we're
mean,
looking
it's sexy.
weird for the two of us. Look.
I told you I did a cheesecake last week in a bathrobe,
I
half
ate the
naked.
cheesecake last week in the bathroom.
I put his cheesecake on my Instagram and I got 600 and something likes.
And the point was, at 78 years old, you can still be sexy. My body is, I don't have mushy skin. I don't have chicken skin. My legs are beautiful and firm.
He doesn't have any cottage cheese anywhere.
No. And you know what? I'm really blessed. And I think you're blessed also because you have my thinking. which is to be perfect, always. To always look your very best.
Weren't we brought up that way? I was brought up this way. You look your best when you go in public, okay? My mother taught that to me my whole life. So It's not something I'm doing out here. I would look like this if I were back east. This is the way I was brought up.
Right.
You don't look like a mess. Just don't.
My mother was Jenny Gabriel, the silent movie actress. My mother would never leave the house without putting on lipstick. It was unheard of. I mean, if the house was on fire and she couldn't find her lipstick, she would die in the flames rather than go out without lipstick. And we were raised, with that. And also Jane Russell, who became my very dearest friend in the world, we hung out. I said to Jane, what's the difference with people today and in your day? She said, in my day, we always looked the best. And that was what it was. We dressed to look beautiful, to the best. She said, today they're all slobs. Do you agree?
Yes. The thing is, I think it's better to be dressed up and go out, but you get a lot of shit lately because people don't want to be dressed up. So when you do that, you sometimes get a weird reaction,
Yes.
Because people are dressing down today. And if you go out looking like me, like I do, I can have a good time or a hard time. It depends, so.
I love it, though. I Googled you and looked at all your images on Google. And you have all different kinds of, things that you wear. And everything is super funky. And a long time ago, I was a celebrity clothing designer. And I made a lot of the stuff like you were wearing. And I thought, oh, my God, this guy, he looks fabulous everywhere he goes. And I think it should be that way. If you're going to be a superstar, you need to look like one.
And, Danny, the truth, you don't have to answer this. How old are you?
25 plus postage and handling.
That's a good answer.
And that's my answer. That stays.
You snaky little twat.
So you guys, hang on. So you guys, Daniel does.
Listen, wait a minute. You ever get to Palm Springs?
Of course.
Oh, good. Next time you come, please give us a ring and don't give me bullshit. We have a lot of dinner parties here. I'd love for you to come to the dinner party. We could have a ball. We sing. We have a good time. We all get loaded. We have a really fun time. And everybody's celebrity that comes here, so you won't be, out of sorts.
So what kind of ring do you want, though? What kind of carrot? What kind of a ring?
What do you say?
What kind of ring do you want?
What kind of ring?
Carrot?
So you guys,
believe it or not, I'm so in love with him. I could have had rich, gorgeous, older, yachts.
He went with me up and coming.
And I went with Jimmy up and coming, but actually he had more money than I did, so I smart. You got to test him. Jimmy's 24 years younger than I am, and I have been approached by many, many young people because they think I'm loaded and I could be the old John and keep these young jerks, which I dismissed them right away. So when I met Jimmy, I had to find out the bankroll. And I found out what he was worth, and I said, okay, he's not after my money, so he obviously must like old bags.
I love old bags.
And that's all he
I love this old bag. And in the chat room, they're saying you are so beautiful they can't even stand it.
I can't stand it either. If I could get this microphone and smack him in the face and ruin his face, I would.
Oh, yeah.
I hate him with such a
In the
passion.
meantime, you guys, so you guys heard all the things that I said. TV and media personality, actor, singer,
So
model.
handsome.
He's a singer, you guys. He has a self-titled debut album called Sin that came out about a year and a half ago, maybe? 2 years ago?
Now I'm doing a new thing with Trax Records, and they're remixing my songs and putting them out. So I've had 4 singles out already. And they've been doing really well. And I've been at the Ace Hotel downtown for the past 6 months doing shows. So I've been going open.
So what is XS? Because that's the video I want to play. Is that from a new album or an old album?
That's the original version of XX, but Trax remixed it though. But this is not the version you're playing.
Okay, and in this version, you have cameos by John Barrymore and Sally Kirkland.
Yes, they're in the video. Yes.
John Barrymore is dead.
I don't know.
Is it new John Barrymore?
Yeah, the son.
John Barrymore. And you know Sally Kirkland.
Junior.
And you know Sally Kirkland.
Oh, I know Sally Kirkland. Sure,
Yeah,
I love Sally. Sally and I, when Shelley Winters died, we were at the Silver Spoon doing a little eulogy. Were you there?
No, she was talking about Silver Spoon.
We were doing a eulogy for Shelley, and Shelley and I loved a tuna fish sandwich on white toast with a chocolate malted. We both ordered that. And I said to the owners of the Silver Spoon, let's name that sandwich the Shelley Winters. And we did. And Sally was a doll. I love Sally.
Yeah, he used to love Silver Spoon. It's not there.
It's not there anymore. I used to go there with Mr. Blackwell and Jane Russell, and everybody would be there.
Blackwell hit on me. He hit on me years ago.
Oh, I'm sure.
He did. He had Spencer with him, too.
They were like best friends.
Well, Richard was my dearest friend in the world. And he said to me, because he was very ill, he said to me, "I'm sorry I didn't meet you 20 or 30 years ago." And I said, "But Richard, I wasn't born." You know, so, but he had a yen for me also, because New York, an Italian Jew, tough, just like him. He's an Italian Jew from New York, Brooklyn. And we had a lot in common.
So you guys have both been hit on by the same people. How interesting.
Well, Blackwell, when he first came to Hollywood, was lovers with Cesar Romero. Then he went out with Tyrone Power for 6 months. Then he Tyrone broke up with Blackwell, and he tried to kill himself. Then he went in a three-way with Cary Grant and Randolph Scott.
Yeah.
So Blackwell had a pretty good record of banging all of Hollywood's hot guys.
All the hot guys. So you would have just been another one.
Another trick.
Another fabulous one.
Just
another room. I know that little guardian.
Yeah, well, you and I would have just been another,
notch
on his rifle.
So hang on. So you guys, Daniel's got this song, you guys, and it's X-Sex, not XS. X-Sex.
Oh, wait, I want to ask you one more question before I forget. Would you do frontal nudity in a movie?
Yes.
Because what's his name is all over the place.
Chris Pine.
Now. Chris Pine has a package, they said, that is gigantically enormous. He has to tape it to his leg when he works.
You know why I would? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people said they won't do that, but I already did that Burt Reynolds centerfold redo they did for the anniversary. It's on my Instagram. There's a photo of it. But and the media covered it. But I feel like you only live once. You know what? And I don't care. I want to live it. I want to experience it all. The times have changed, and I don't really care anymore. So
my feelings are it's sexism, sexist.
Thank you.
Women have to go naked in a movie. It's okay, but a man doesn't. So to me, it's exploiting a woman's nudity, like she's a piece of crap.
Or a piece of ass.
She's only a woman, so what? Show her pussy, show her boobs. What do we care? But a man is special. We don't show his penis. I think that's bullshit.
I agree. With you.
It should be equal. The way you want a woman naked in a film, put a man. Because many gay people and women love to see dick. I mean, let's face it.
Well, why not? It's everyone. It's like what? Men and women. There's two things: a pussy or a dick. So what's the big deal? Get over it.
No big deal. The world is going in that direction slowly.
Yeah.
Look at Donald Trump. It said that he grabs pussy. I mean,
Anyway, so here's where we're going to go. I don't want to talk about Donald Trump.
You don't talk about I hate this fuck in front of me. Get him off the show already. I'm going to vomit. I'm going to go home.
Before the music starts, I might as well just say it, though, but I opened for Grace Jones at Paramount Studios before, which is one of my things that I like to promote.
Could you do me a favor? Wait, Daniel, do me a favor.
No, I want to hear what he said.
I want one more thing, and I'm never speaking to
that'll never happen.
This prick again. Daniel, do me a favor. Go in the bedroom, take a pillowcase off the pillow, put it over your head, and then come back on the show so I could function properly. Because I really think I hate you more than anyone I ever saw.
You probably are the best-looking guy we've ever had, and we've had a lot of really good ones.
He's magnificent. He's gorgeous, and I don't flip over any. I mean, I wouldn't.
He always says, "Oh, you're very handsome," and the girls he calls beautiful, but never have we had a guy where he's just like, "Oh my God, he's so good looking."
Shirt off now. Is that really? Let me take my clothes off. Is that it?
No.
Do you want full frontal on here?
No. I think if I ever saw you, I'd throw battery acid in your face.
Right.
Oh, God.
And then I'd give you and then I'd give you a crew cut.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, I would turn you on. You get a hard on that one. Probably.
So wait, tell us the thing about Grace Jones, because
I love you, Daniel. I really do.
With my PR company, we actually work with her brother, Chris.
Yeah, Chris. He was the one helping her backstage with her outfit.
I love Grace.
So you opened for Grace, or what did you do?
Yeah, I opened for Grace Jones. It was at Paramount Studios on the Blue Tank lot, and then we did a VIP show on the New York Street. But she was at least like an hour and a half late, though.
I hear she's a real bitch.
She was fine, but she was high as a kite. Sorry, but at the end of the conference,
I heard she's a tough.
Let her answer the question.
Well, I want to pump it out of him. He ain't giving me what I want.
He said that she was late. She was high as a kite. You're not listening.
Oh yeah, that's not what I'm going for.
Okay,
people that have worked with her said she is impossible.
I didn't find that. I opened for her. She wanted me. She liked my song. I guess she liked Dolph Lundgren, so she likes blondes. I don't know.
I mean, listen, who wouldn't like you? If you walked in a graveyard, I think corpses would come out of the grave and admire you. So
here's what we're going to do. Chad, you have the video?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to introduce it for us, Daniel. You introduce it, and then we're going to play the video, and when it's over, we'll come back and talk some more.
All right, this is XX by me, Daniel DiCriscio. Woo!
Welcome to my fantasy. Are you ready to be taken on an incredible journey to a place you were told that was once forbidden, but now you're ready to experience the glory? Ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, X, 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 X. Welcome to my private club. No one's allowed in without an invitation. So here's yours, it's all access. Don't fear the experience. Ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, X, 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 X. X, 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 X. Sex. Don't be shy. Yes, I can be a good boy, and I can also be bad. And when I am that bad boy, I can give it to you good, good, like you never have. Ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, X, 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 ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, feeling my body, ooh, my body, X, 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 X. X, 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 X.
All right, fellas, there you go.
All right, everybody. So that was Excess by Daniel DiCriscio, and that's off of his debut album Sin. But be looking out because that's getting remixed, and there'll probably be a remix something video coming soon. And you can follow him on Twitter at Daniel DiCriscio. It's DanielDiCriscio. Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's DanielDiCriscio.net.
DanielDiCriscio.net, you guys. So DanielDiCriscio.net, because he's got so much stuff going on. And one of the things he's got going on that we're going to play a little 20-second teaser for in a second is a new TV show he's going to have coming out. It's called Trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio. Tell us what it's about.
Well,
you do that so well.
it's my thing. It's my little, But no, Trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio. It's an episodic show that I'm going to every week tackle a subject on social media that has become so important to the public, and I really want to find out if they're interested or not, and what makes them do this or not, and whether it's music, fashion, lifestyle, or whatever. So the first episode I tackle is this big boobs, small waist, and big butt thing that all these girls are looking like, and I'm trying to find out if they really follow this.
That's the Kardashian crap. Now, answer me a question honestly. When you're out in public, do people call you a fag? Like men say, look at that faggot?
No, they said they want to suck my cock.
Ron liked that one.
That's what I would say too. No, seriously.
It kind of turns around the other way.
I mean, like those fat truck driver types with the hat.
He doesn't
backwards.
go to fat truck driver.
No.
I'm
just saying. Look, if
he's like a Beverly Hills person.
But wait a second. If he gets if he's doing a film somewhere, let's say in Canoga Park, and on
the bathroom in the park,
on Topanga Canyon Boulevard, and a truckload of degenerate men, those old disgusting fat things with the hat backwards and the beards. If they yell out, hey, faggot, what do you go do? I would just drop my pants and say, eat this, baby.
No, you're just saying your point is?
First of all, everybody, you guys.
That's an insult.
You guys have to follow Daniel on all his social media, on his Instagram. I mean, if you see, he's so photogenic, and he's never in a picture with anybody who's not incredibly gorgeous.
Right. And
so
also, he's
pretty hangs out with pretty.
Wait a second. He's a bit conceited, but why not? Who wouldn't be? I mean, shit on you. But you know what?
You guys.
I see a very nice friend here. And, I would be your friend if you ever came to Palm Springs. You could hang out with us. We have a good time. You're a nice guy. That's what's most important. You're not a prissy, pursed lip. One of those things. You know, those pursy bitches I hate. Like in Palm Springs, we've got so many of them. They think who the fuck they are. They came from shit. They made a couple of bucks because their 100-year-old lover died. And they bought a house, and now they think they're just perfect. They're all Jackie O, Jackie Kennedy. I hate those queens.
I gotta love it. So hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Chad, do you have the video I sent you?
I do. I have a 19-second clip.
All right. So we're gonna play this little clip, you guys, for you. It's trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio, but you actually introduced it. Let's just play it real quick. It's gonna go really fast.
Yeah, this is just the introduction to the show, basically, for Trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio. So get ready for it.
This is Trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio.
There you go. That was quick.
All right, everybody. So that was it. And you can follow up all his updates on everything by going to DanielDiCriscio.net or follow him on Twitter or Instagram, or he's probably on Facebook. I didn't look you up on Facebook because I'm not really a Facebook person.
Facebook, all of that. And you can also look on the bathroom wall for Daniel DiCriscio. Okay, with my number. If you ever want a booty call.
Next to Jimmy Star.
So how do you...
But I want to take a picture next to him. This way we could put it on Facebook and say, who is the real Daniel DiCriscio?
He is.
No, with my picture next to him. Let people think who it is.
Well, they might think that you're his father, and you could say Daniel.
Why don't you go and blow it out your ass somewhere, you evil queen? Oh, he's evil.
You're the one who said you could be his father earlier.
I can say it, but you can't.
Yeah, but what if they think I'm your father? Then what? See?
What is that? No, but you didn't get it. If I had a picture taken right next to you, and then we would ask the Facebook people, which one is the real Daniel? They wouldn't know. They would be so confused. They would say, I don't know. They both look like Daniel.
Also,
it was a joke.
It blew up.
We got it.
Put it up.
Bad joke. Move on.
No, it's not.
Bad joke. Move on.
So
wait. Do you sleep nude?
Yes, I do. How do you know? Are you in my bedroom watching?
No, I may be one day. But now, when you're sleeping in bed nude,
Yeah.
Do you get an erection and the sheets go up?
What sheets?
I love him. He's fast. You're quick. Another smart wop. I love it. Another one. He's fast like I am. It's very good. I like fast people.
I want to give another plug too, you guys. So Daniel is also, on top of all the other things he does, he's also the editor and features writer for Lick Magazine, which is a pet magazine, you guys. And he does. Look at him licking. Ooh.
Oh, now all the women.
And he does a.
Their vibrators exploded.
He does a column in every issue called Animal Chat. It's a very cool magazine. He does celebrities and their pets. And everybody and where do people see?
Look forward to these two. They'll be in there next.
And
so,
where do people go to find it? Where do people go to find Lick Magazine? What's the website?
Well, it's lickmagazine.net. And
there we
also,
go.
Listen, Daniel.
Wait, let him finish.
I can't.
Also, what?
And it's also issue.com for the magazines.
Oh, yes, got it. Okay, fabulous.
Start clicking, there's all the issues there.
Daniel, I want you to put Jimmy and I in that magazine. We have two of the most...
We're in it already. I've already sent him all the stuff for it.
Oh, we're in it?
No, we're not in it yet. We're going to be in it.
With our dogs.
Remember the day that you were sick and you were like, how come we have to take these pictures with the dogs?
Oh.
That's who it was for, him.
That's me.
Oh, I look like shit that day.
You look good.
Yeah,
no,
you look good.
You're not going to be able to tell me from the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's right. It was him. Okay, I figured it out. It was you, not a dog. Okay.
Yeah, I am so happy and I am so proud to be in that magazine. I cannot tell you because I love dogs more than people. I really do.
Me too.
And what an honor to be in that magazine.
What kind of dog do you have?
With my dogs.
What kind of dog do you
don't have a dog. I had dogs growing up, but now I'm a cat man, so I have these cats all the time. I was the vice president of a cat organization, and I rescue cats and trap and release and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Well, you could be the spokesperson for pussy.
So who's your? Let's say you're an actor and you could be in any.
I hate him. Get him. Look at that smile. Smile is
I like it when he does his little pout.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't be here. I don't think I could ever see this.
So
guy.
let's say you're an actor. Okay, you're an actor, and you could be in any movie that's you could be in any movie that's ever been made before. Number one, what movie would you have liked to been in? And number two, who's a male and a female actor that are like on your bucket list? Like, oh my God, I'd really love to do something with these two people.
Say me.
That was a long question. I got lost there. I know about the movie, but I'm not that bright. Remember, I can't have it all. So I'm not. So we need
a male and female celebrity actor that you'd like to be in a movie starring with. What male actor would you like to be starring with, and what female actress would you?
That's fine if he's doing full frontal. Well, Angelina Jolie with her lips. Okay, so I'm ready. There you go.
When you do I can't even say it. I'm so upset. When you do
full frontal,
I want to be the makeup man.
Yeah, you can shave my balls while you're down there too. Okay, you can do it all. Just do it.
Okay, wait. And what's a female? What female would you want to be in?
Oh, that's my little girl. She grew up in my house. Angie Voigt lived around the corner, and my daughter Deirdre went to school with her, and they were best friends for years. And Angie actually she played in our house all the time, and she was a delicious little girl. And what I always say to our fans that are watching, everything on Angie is real. The boobs, the lips, everything. There's nothing artificial about her. The way she looks now, she looked when I met her at 6 years old.
But she's so classically beautiful.
She's magnificently beautiful. She was a beautiful child.
Like there, it's gorgeous. She's not like these girls today that I see with all that fake stuff everywhere. It's just it's cool happening, but she's just as classy.
I don't like the.
She's as sweet as could be.
Well,
she's a little crazy, I must tell you, a little weird.
If you took all the crazy people off the street, there'd be nobody on the street. Remember?
Yeah, but she's a little weird, but not hurtfully weird. She's nice, she's kind, she's sweet, she's considerate, she's very shy.
And she's gorgeous.
I mean, I ran into her not long ago in Beverly Hills in a drugstore, and she still is a shy, and she was a woman. She's still a shy woman. She's not a show-off by any means. She's very, very withdrawn and very calm and very sweet and so gorgeous.
We went to an event a couple of weeks.
One more thing.
Oh, let me talk.
Wait, I want to finish. You jump on my lines, you motherfucker. I'm going to hit you with this.
It's my turn to talk.
Listen
to the word.
We have to go in a second, and I want
listen to the words he makes me say. He aggravates me.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to say, when I saw Angie in the drugstore, she did not have on one drop of makeup. Her hair was pulled back in a ponytail, and she was gorgeous.
Yes, I know. She just has it. She just has it. That's all. She just has it.
Gorgeous, without makeup. And she was dressed in jeans and a sloppy sweatshirt or whatever it was. She wasn't dolled up at all. And she was just...
But I do think Chris Pine's hot, too. So there you go. Both of them at once. Bring them on. Bring them on.
Oh, absolutely. So we went to this info list event a couple of weeks ago, and it was like a pre-Comic-Con red carpet thing, and all the girls had the big boobs, the tiny waist, and the big ass, and they all looked like hookers, and I thought it was terrible. And I met Kim Kardashian. She's not very nice.
I've known them forever, the Kardashians. Yeah, I knew them before everybody knew who they were, and now they're telling me about them. When I used to know them, they would be like, oh, who cares?
Yeah.
Now they're telling me, I don't know. So I'm like, you people, really, come on.
But then we met one actress there, and her name was Adrienne Wilkinson, and she looked like Audrey Hepburn. She had small boobs,
totally
a beautiful
class.
Long dress, and she was like, just looked like somebody out of a Turner Classic
She
Movies.
was chic and
she
class
was fabulous
and stood out like a sore thumb.
And I thought if I was looking at all the women in the whole place, if I was casting a movie, I would never cast all these ones who all look the same. I would cast this one who was classy and elegant and gorgeous and not
of course.
Whore, and didn't look like a whore.
Now, Danny, you certainly play in those Viking movies. Why the fuck aren't they?
Yeah,
I said the F word again. That's 3. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be like in
I say too many. I'm
Game
only,
of Thrones or
no,
something.
I'm only allowed a certain amount of Fs, and I have to count them. Anyway, you could be in those...
like Game of Thrones.
No, the one with the guy Thor. You could be Thor. One of those kinds.
People say to me all the time, you should be Thor. Every time it says that to me. You
know what I mean? Why aren't you being cast? Hey, listen, casting agents out there, get this guy. He's gorgeous. I hope you can act.
I went to Lee Strasberg, New York, and I also have about...
Lee Strasberg.
What?
He went to Lee Strasberg in New York.
Lee in New York. Oh, my God, does that bring me back? Lee, crazy Lee. Yeah. He was out of his mind. Another nut job. But anyway, he made Marilyn Monroe cry every day. Marilyn Monroe cried every day.
Jeffrey Horn was my instructor in one class, and he would tell me about Marilyn and how she looked like a young girl in class. No one would even know. And then he'd see her out at night on the red carpet looking like Marilyn Monroe. He said it was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she was schizo. There was Norma Jean and Marilyn. Terry Moore, who's an actress, told me in an interview that when she worked with Marilyn Monroe...
Howard Hughes' ex?
Yes. Huh? Yes.
What?
Yeah.
She said Howard Hughes' ex?
Yeah, Howard Hughes' ex-wife, Terry Moore, the actress. She's a friend of ours. And when I interviewed her, she said Marilyn Monroe came out of the dressing room, all made up. She stood in front of the mirror and said, I'm Marilyn Monroe. And then she went from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe. She actually had to go into that character.
Do you know Grant Kramer? We had Grant Kramer on the show a couple of months ago. Terry's son.
Oh, Grant Kramer. Oh, my.
I love him. He was in which they're remaking now, my favorite horror movie.
He loves Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a totally demented film. And he was a young guy in that, and cute, too. Mm-hmm. And now they're redoing that. I think it's going to be a TV series.
I don't know.
Did you ever see Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No.
Oh, it's so deranged and so demented and so bad that it's wonderful. It's better than Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So what do we have coming up that we can promote for you? Because we've got about 3 minutes and we got to go to our next guest.
Well, I have my music. I have a new single called Dance to This coming out, and I also have Trendsetting with Daniel DiCriscio and the movie Japanese Borscht that stars Michael Musto. I just filmed that a month ago in New York at Rockefeller Center. So
that's cool. I love that.
Well, now one more question.
Yes.
And answer it honestly.
Yes,
is your heart lonely?
In my heart, lonely? Never. I love to be alone anyway.
No, I mean lonely for love, for someone to love you and adore you and kiss you and hug you and be your part.
No, it's not an offer.
No, it's not. Don't hit me. It's not an offer. It's for our audience. I want them to say.
Everybody in the chat room.
I want them to say, me, pick me. That's what I want them to say. Jimmy, you ruined the whole fucking thing. That's $5. That's $6. Oh my God, I'm using up all my Fs.
They're going to cut the cord and stop
I'm
the show.
using up all my Fs.
That's okay. So he's not lonely. Look at him. He's like a total player.
It's like no. Let me tell you something. You could play and have sex with the world, the most gorgeous men, but you could also be very lonely for love. Love and sex are two different things.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, when the nights are down and he's alone and he's having
He's
that,
only 25. He's got plenty of time to
and
meet
he's happy
somebody.
at 25. So's my ass 25.
Your ass looks like a
You be nice.
25-year-old.
You better be nice. I'm telling you.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
If you're 25,
He's 27.
yeah, right. I'm 33. Anyway, I'm going to look you up.
He doesn't look, though. He doesn't look old at all.
No, but I want him to be older so that he could help me fight ageism and show that growing older is not, you don't have to grow old like an old man. There's no reason to get fat and ugly. Get a little lift, put some Botox, do some fillers,
Hey,
which
I'll tell you right now, not to interrupt you, but I'm going to say this and it sounds arrogant to say. I've not had any work done. None yet.
Neither have I, but I'm thinking. See,
Because you know how it is. That's what I'm thinking. The same thing under here starts to go.
No, honey, you don't have a neck. You don't look. If you wore two pairs of pearls, you'll never tell. But I have the swinging, the chicken neck. I am going in when the weather gets cooler here to have this tightened up. I am ready for a lower lift. I need a lower lift.
No, but see, I agree, and I think that's cool that you're thinking like that because the other generations never did, and they let themselves go. It's like, what the hell? Why? You shouldn't. It's your only body. You have go do it. You know.
I think that people that are depressed and unhappy don't want to look good. They want to play that part. It's their costume for that part of their life. I'm unhappy. I'm poor. I'm this. I'm that. You and I are in the limelight. We're successful. We live well. We dress well. We have the means to buy the nice things, too, don't forget.
Right.
And we can go to gyms, and we can get Botox, and we can get lifts, and we could have
what is your gym
our
thing
balls
like?
tightened.
I don't work out.
You don't work out?
The only thing I do is I don't do weights. That's what I mean by that. What I do is I swim and I walk and run, and that's it.
Yeah, you have a swimmer's body.
Let's see your upper body before you go. Take your shirt off. Seriously, we have people out there that...
We had Paul Logan take his shirt off.
Yeah, we have many guys take their shirts
Look,
off.
he's got arms. He's built because
Why won't you take
you
the
guys
shirt
Google
off?
Daniel DiCriscio on Google, you guys, and just hit images, and you'll see like a million pictures of him. He looks fabulous.
No, but
I like the pout. That pout is so awesome.
This way, the girls and guys will drool when they see him. Look, it looks like a girl now. I love that. All you need is a push-up bra.
You know, I had this one girl say she wanted to have sex with me, but she wanted me to lay on a pillow, and she wanted to put makeup on my face. And I was like, and that turns you on? Okay.
No, I'm doing this for the casting people. Look how good he would look as Thor or one of those creatures. Not creatures, characters. Creatures. Believe me. Look at him.
Absolutely.
He would absolutely be a great Thor.
I love it. I think it's fabulous.
I mean, you should really be.
Look, I took it off right there.
If anybody's out there, contact your casting people friends and tell them to look this guy up. Put him in one of those movies. He'd be sensational. I mean, Batman, some of them are ugly, and some of those creepy things in the Riddler, whatever they were, or whatever those things, those comic books.
I love the hair.
No,
oh my God, I
seriously.
love it.
If all the mirrors in the world broke, would you kill yourself?
Yes.
So would he. All right, everybody. So this is Daniel DiCriscio.
Danny, I love you. You're the best.
Follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Go to DanielDiCriscio.net. If you're casting any movies, he's a great one to go in them, and it's DanielDiCriscio. And now he's got glasses. He looks fabulous. We want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Danny.
Anytime you got new stuff to promote, let us know. We'll bring you back because we loved having you.
And thank you for letting us have fun and playing with you. Listen, Palm Springs, I'm serious. Contact us in Palm Springs. We go to a lot of events. And you never know. We may have somebody in our living room that may say, yes, he would be fabulous in my movie. So... you know, it's a good invitation. And no sex. We're not after you. I hate to break your heart.
Well, then I'm not coming. Forget it.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but
That's it. I don't want that. Forget it. I'm kidding.
No.
Daniel, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Take care and stay beautiful forever.
Bye, darlings.
Fantastic.
Bye, honey.
What a cool guy.
Sweet
What a cool guy.
What a great guy. Could you imagine looking like that and being as nice as he is? Most people that look good are nasty. But he's a good, fun, happy
Chad, what'd you
fellow.
think?
He's the man. He's got it going on.
I mean, is that face unbelievable? I have to punch him right in the face. He's so handsome.
And he's been on everything, you guys, really. He's been on, I mean, TMZ follows him around, Extra. He was on Geraldo, The Daily Show, Celebrity Justice. I mean, he's just been like everywhere.